Hey guys, Murugi Munyi here.
It's Lydia KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy In Between.
It's definitely TMI.
Season 2.
Oh my gosh, guys, we made it.
We scream so much.
We made it.
We scream often.
Yeah, come on. You have a mic. You don't need to shout.
Yell.
You don't need to yell.
Season 2, guys, we did it, and we couldn't have done it without you. We always say this. We love doing this. We could talk free, but you guys supporting us has helped us build this little community, and we appreciate you so much. Yes, season 1 was absolutely amazing. What was your favorite part about season 1?
I think just seeing us grow faster than I thought that we were going to grow.
Yeah.
Like I think I've said in a previous episode, I had really tempered my expectations. I was like, even if just my mom watches,
yes,
okay, I would be crying in my bed if just my mom watched. My mom didn't even know I have a
Your
podcast,
husband,
by the way. My husband and my 3 sisters.
Dad.
Oh yeah, and our sisters.
That's
right?
it.
But it's phenomenal. We are at like, I think 13K subscribers on YouTube. We have 10,000 followers on Instagram. And all you guys who are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, we love you guys. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, I feel like my favorite part was seeing people be like, oh, I talk about this with my friends.
Yes.
Oh, finally, someone's talking about sex. I feel like we filled a gap.
Yeah.
You know, even though maybe we didn't think we were.
Yeah.
But people have been wanting this.
Exactly.
And I love seeing other women relating to what we are doing. So we appreciate
and
you.
we love you so much.
Yes. So the end of season 1, we were doing unspoken truths about or unspoken rules of X. And so we wanted to start another theme, which is things I wish I knew. And
about,
and today's episode is about things I wish I knew in my 20s.
Yes.
AKA the hood, AKA
the ghetto. Exactly. For reference, we are both in our 30s.
Yes.
We are both in our 30s.
That over here.
31. And she's 30,
yeah. So we were able to look back and be like, oh, okay, I wish I did, etc. Yeah. So we're just gonna go through some of them, and of course, as usual, wherever you are, you can always engage with us. If you're on YouTube, let us know in the comments what are some of the things that you wish you knew in your 20s, or even right now, maybe if you're 25 and you feel like there's still some things you wish you knew about your early 20s. Let us know in the comments. If you are in any other podcast platforms, you can always follow us on our Instagram, TMI Podcast KE, and we can engage you there.
Absolutely.
All right.
You're gonna go first.
Should I go first?
One thing I wish I knew in my 20s, I just had to start here because like this one is very dear to my heart. I wish I knew that I actually wasn't fat. You know?
Yeah.
I wish, like, when I look back at those pictures, I remember at that time, I was just like, I'm so fat, I'm so big. Now I am actually fat. And I look back and I'm like, damn, I wish I was fat like I thought I was fat at that time. You know?
Let me tell you, that's not just you.
It's not just me.
It's everyone. I looked at a picture of myself. I think I was about 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I was fat, but I was just like, you know, I had a bikini on and I was a bit like, you know, like
shy,
this with my body.
Yeah.
And now it's like, God, give it back. Give it back,
I promise
Lord.
I wouldn't mess it up this time. Lord, it's us again. Your children.
It's us again.
It's us
your
again.
daughters.
Please, Lord, tuonekanie, please.
I know.
God, I wish I could just be fat like I was fat that time. Not fat like I am now.
I get your point. I do. That's with everyone.
But actually, then that should make us like right now appreciate where our bodies are at, because who knows where we'll be in our 40s.
We'll be like, Lord, give me 30. Give me 30, Lord.
So true.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. I relate with that. So this one. Nothing happens at 30. You're just 30. There is nothing to fear. I feel like in your 20s, all you're afraid of, the biggest fear is turning 30.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So true.
Do you know, I think you remember before my birthday, guys,
this girl was palpitating 24/7. She's just like,
And then what? And then guess what? My birthday came, I was like,
wow,
I'm 30.
No, I'm 30 and nothing has changed. You're literally the same as you were yesterday.
Happened. And that fear is like, it keeps you putting a target for yourself for everything in your life. Like, I have to do this at 30, blah, 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 blah. And that pressure in your 20s is just not necessary. So let me tell you this now. nothing changes.
Nothing
when you're
happens.
30.
Yeah.
You just turn 30.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you know, funny enough, though, when I was turning 30, I really didn't feel that.
I remember.
I didn't
You're
feel
just
it
like,
at
"Oh,
all.
man."
But I think it's because when I was turning 30, I remember how I used to say, by the time I'm 30, I'd love to be married with kids and I'd like to be financially stable. And being able to look back and be like, oh, yeah, that's exactly where I am right now. That's maybe why I wasn't feeling so
Okay,
anxious.
yeah, fair enough. I feel like you're 1%.
Yeah.
Majority of us, there's something.
Can you say you validate my feelings?
Oh my God, I validate you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
validate
you.
your brilliance
Thank you.
and your planned life and the
Thank you.
amazingness you've
Thank you.
achieved.
Thank you.
But a majority of people, for whatever reason, it could be many reasons, that's not the case. It might not be like, everything in your life is just like, in the dumps.
Yeah.
But there's something which is just like, when I thought I was 30, when I was like, 15 or 20, this is an A,
Yeah.
But guess what? We were imagining what adulthood would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And putting ourselves pressure, and we had never been adults.
And you had never been adults.
Damn.
And now you're an adult and you just feel the same way you felt when you were a child.
Clueless.
I feel clueless.
What is
Absolutely
this?
clueless.
What are we doing? Does anyone know? Let us
is
know.
it? Dan? Yeah. All right. That's a good one. My next one. One thing I wish I knew in my 20s is that you'll get over it. The job you didn't get, the man who dumped you, the I don't know, the university you didn't get into, you'll get over it. Like when you're in your 20s, everything is so intense.
I can't.
My God, it's just like this man broke up with you. You guys had been dating 2 weeks. 2
Done.
weeks, and now you're just
A ceremony must be held.
A ceremony must be held because, like, oh my, you just imagine that it's the worst thing in the world. Nothing can be worse than this. And then a year goes by, not even a year, a month, and you're not even thinking about that thing anymore. A year, 10 years later, you can't even remember what that person looked like. You could literally be
Even
walking
the
in
name,
the same,
it's
even
like,
the name. What's that guy called again? Exactly.
Yep.
So I know that at the moment, if you're in your 20s, you feel like this is going to last forever. Whatever you're feeling right now is going to last forever. But I promise you, it won't.
It won't.
It will not.
Never will. One of mine was actually like relax. Like in your 20s, like there's so much pressure. And actually it's so unfortunate because those are the years where you have more energy physically, you are freer, you have more disposable income, you have less responsibilities, and it's the time when we are forcing so much of that stuff on ourselves, So if you can start doing it now, it's
just relax.
Just take a breath.
I know. Earlier when we're in the car, we were just talking about how when people are older, they're always able to look back in hindsight with 2020 vision, right? And like us in our 30s, we can be like, yeah, I wish I'd done this and this and this in my 20s. But making this video, do you think at 20 something is actually going to not go through those same experiences we went through, or is it just like a natural part of life? Just
I feel
wondering.
like it's definitely a natural part of life.
Yeah.
But what it does is that the more people say things like you won't die, 30 is not
Relax.
scary, then it becomes, because guess what? That fear and that intensity in your 20s has been made by society.
Exactly.
It is in the media about what you need to have achieved by X age. So the more the media starts moving the energy towards it's your life, relax.
Yeah,
then
chill.
so it might not change everything, but it's like contributing something.
Agreed. Okay.
All right.
You or me? Me.
No, me.
Okay.
Yeah. My other one is that discovery journey that feels like you don't know anything. It's not a curse. It's the natural process of getting to who you are at like your 30s or whatever. When you're in your 20s, when you think about, oh my God, like, what should I do? What should I do with my career? When should I get married? What's happening in my relationship? You're so afraid of not knowing. That's like the biggest fear in your 20s. When someone asks you, so what's happening in your life? You better have like, that script. You better have script.
Oh God.
You know? And not accepting that I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
I'm still figuring it out.
I'm still figuring it out.
You know what? I think the age of social media has made it so much worse because now you see people posting their little adorable babies. You see people posting on holiday without the mubaba who is somewhere who has paid for the trip. But you just see them posting the trip. You see them in the bikini.
And the
but you
cost
don't see
of that mubaba.
Exactly, right? It's hard. Anyway, so you don't really see like the struggles they are going. You're only seeing other people's highlight reels. It makes you feel like I'm the only one who's struggling. I'm the only one who doesn't know. I'm the only one who hasn't figured it all out. And actually, everybody is figuring it out. Even us in our 30s, we're still figuring it out. The number of times we have that conversation of like, Joe, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just like, oh, Lydia, I don't know what's happening.
And then we encourage each other
in the Lord. in the Lord, and you just say, you know what, we're gonna make it.
Yeah,
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Yeah,
Exactly.
I think it's the best thing to think about yourself in your 20s is like you're an onion, right? When you don't know, you're just like layering yourself out and discovering more and more. It doesn't end. Even us, when we're talking in our 40s, we'll be like, we thought we knew ourselves at 30.
And we knew nothing.
Yeah, so appreciate the onion process.
Exactly. Okay, my next one. I wish I knew that I was going to meet the love of my life at 26, because then I wouldn't have the men before.
You always say that.
It's true.
But I feel like the men who maybe made you such a good
you feel that way. That's how you feel.
I feel like, yeah.
That's how you feel like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But how about since I them,
okay,
how about
sure.
I validate my feelings. Thank you. I just feel like I would have given less of myself to the people who I was with before. That's why let me not say I would not have engaged with them sexually. You know, we said we're not going to use the F word, Lydia.
Yeah, we've used it like 20 times in a row.
We'll just have to bleep. Anyway, yeah, I just feel like I wouldn't have given, like, you know, if you already know there's that person for you. If I had known that, of course, there's no way to know, but if I had known that, I feel like I would not have wasted my time with like a lot of the random people.
So do you think you were with the random people because you didn't think you would get that person?
No, because I thought that they were the person. Probably.
Right.
I thought that they were the person. And I know you have a point like that. Like, he's probably not the one. You think the one you're with right now is the one. He's probably not the one. So if I had known that they were not the one, and if I had probably like known my worth and, you know, known exactly what I want in a man, then I probably wouldn't have wasted my time with a lot of the guys that I was with before.
That's a good one. I totally get that.
Yeah.
It's the worth part.
It's the worth part.
The worth part.
It's a tough one.
Who in their 30s? I mean, there are people in their 20s who just know.
Yeah,
they just know. They just know.
Like, I feel like your mom always knew her worth. I just feel like,
fact.
Yeah, her mom is like a
has
powerhouse.
Never been a people pleaser.
Oh my
she
God,
always knows boundaries.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
She's
phenomenal.
insane.
Yeah. But yeah, there are those people.
Exactly.
So I guess mine close to that one is that he might be the one, but he's probably not.
Yeah.
Right? And not to say that you can't find someone in your 20s, but you need to balance the energy with, there's so much of yourself that you don't know. So being with someone when you don't know, you hardly know yourself, brings more trouble than anything else. So when you're dating, do date in a way that, like, you know, this could really work.
It could work out, but it might not work out.
It might
and
not
be
work
okay
out.
with it not working out.
And being okay with that, because I feel like, I think we talked about this the last episode. A lot of people are just passing by.
Yeah.
They're just coming to give you the knowledge you need, character development, and they move on. Whereas I feel like in our 20s, the guys who you meet is like, oh wow, okay, so now what okay, it's gonna be, and you invest so much of yourself, and he hasn't even decided whether or not he wants to be. He doesn't even know your middle name, and you are sure.
Hey, you're shouting,
but it's not true.
Shouting.
It's not true.
It's so true.
There you go.
Wow.
So balance your relationships with like a sense of intention, but not a seriousness like it's the end of the world.
Like it's the end. Exactly. Actually, I read an article that for me, it was very encouraging. It said about how people in our generation and the next generation are getting married later and later in life because like people are prioritizing other things beyond just marriage. You know, it's just like, okay, I want to study first. Okay, I want to settle my career first. I want to have bought a house before I get married and settle down, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, and also getting to know yourself a bit better. When I think about who I was at 25, heavens.
I know.
Heavens
I think
above.
I was pretty bomb still at 25.
Yeah, no, for me, I feel like there's so much about myself I hadn't even connected with to start organizing a home.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like you can start organizing a home?
I
feel like you can. Yes. Look how she starts blushing every time she talks about this man. I'm tired. Why don't you look like that when you're talking about me?
I do, but not in front of you.
Oh, not in front of me?
Yeah, I gotta look G in front of you.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay. My next one is life can look different for different people, and it doesn't mean that yours is bad. It's just a little bit different. So you have to try and find the joy in every season. When I wrote this, I was just thinking about how when I was young, in case you don't know, I had my son at 20. So I was pregnant at 19, teenage pregnancy. I mean, Joanne, how much more cliche? How much more cliche can I get? But I remember in my early years of like him being a little child, I remember just feeling like, because my life obviously didn't look the way my colleagues, I mean, my classmates' lives looked. And they were in uni, we were all in uni. And like every evening was just them going out. And I was just like, I have to get home to my baby. And I remember in that season just feeling like, this is such a downer. You know, like of course I loved him and I wanted to be with him, but it just felt really it's just like I'm not living life the way other people are doing it, and they look like they're having so much fun. I'm just here being a mom. But over time, looking back, I'm just like, I'm really glad that I had that experience, because I feel like it made me mature faster. I feel like it helped me learn who I am faster. And I wish, if I could turn back time, I wish I had paid more attention to that season, because right now there's so much about my son's early years that I don't remember at all. All. Like, I mean, him being even like less than 4 years old, maybe it's like my mind, it was trauma, so maybe in my mind it's just like I don't remember. But I wish I had paid more attention. I wish I had found more joy in that season.
And I feel like that's the best thing about your 20s, which you're gonna look back on. You're gonna see the majority of the times you were worried, you were anxious, you were stressing yourself out, and you're gonna be like, why didn't I just relax more? Why didn't I relax more? And funny enough, you see, you're saying that from a perspective of a mother, right? Then there's somebody who's saying for me, my perspective, there was a time when I had just finished school and I wanted to do uni, I wanted to go to law school or whatever, and I was trying to decide whether or not should I come back to Kenya or not, right? And I was just like, why is everybody else's life so easy? Now look at me, why I'm making myself different. Everyone picks something about themselves that makes them weird and different. And then I was just like, no, but then should I, and I was just like, oh, this would be easier if I was born in one country. Now that was
Imagine.
a massive problem.
First world problems, honestly.
Massive, and it gave me so much stress. But instead of just being in that moment, like, what a beautiful choice I have.
Exactly.
This could be great.
I mean, right?
I know.
Oh my God,
everyone selects something for themselves. Everyone.
And then you always feel like you're the only one who has the hardest decision to make, but you don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
The other one, I feel like in your 20s, do more, way more, travel more, do as much stuff as possible, because there is a time for majority of us, the people who want children, who want marriage, those who are gonna get it, those who are the plan for the ones who we have that, right? There's gonna be a time where you are second in every decision you make, because there's someone who's dependent on you, right? So in those times when you don't have kids, do the most that you can. And even if you do have kids, that of course is a priority for sure, but take those moments. If you want to travel, if you want to go to that country, I know you're thinking about saving for a house, but you will get that house. You will actually get that house.
When will I get the house? Because you said it with such certainty.
Soon, babe.
Please let me know when.
35?
35.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. I can do 35.
You can do 35. I feel like you will eventually get to so many things, because you're working, you're focused, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But those other moments, first of all, my knees can't do half the things I wish.
Can't. These damn 30-year-old knees.
My knees can't do that anymore.
Even squatting is an issue.
I wish I traveled more. When we were in uni, a lot of my friends, like, used to take like their summers and they'll go to a different country, and I just didn't prioritize that. And I thought, like, what is that?
Why?
And then life is now getting like more serious, and it's like,
like now you have like work, we have to be here shooting every whatever week. It's just like, where's Lydia going? On that note, she's going to Diani tomorrow.
I am going
anyway. Okay, my last one, and this one I feel like no matter how much I say it, I don't know if a 20-year-old will actually take this advice, but trust your gut. Like, trust your gut about things something that is telling you in your stomach, that is just telling you this is wrong. This is not the man. This is not the job. This is not the course. This is not, like, in your 20s, you really second guess yourself. But your gut is, it's like in your mind, kind of like conglomeration of all the experiences, the things you've gone through that you might not remember in the forefront of your mind, but your brain remembers somehow. And those are the things that tell you, no, this is not the place to go. Even if it's just like a night out and you just feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like in my 30s, by the way, as soon as like something just tells me in my energy this is wrong, I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Even if it's like my kids being involved in anything, even if I don't have a reason, I'll just be like, no. What's the reason? I just said no.
Yeah, that feeling just feels right. Yeah. I feel like the first time I did that, and I think maybe it comes from like having a broader perspective of the fact that you're gonna get it, you're gonna get that job, you are going to get another relationship, life does move on. That broadens your personality, your perspective, so that you're not always being like, what if this never comes? So you want to take the thing right in front
Scarcity
of you
mentality.
As opposed to the thing that's right for you. And I feel like, remember the decision I told you about a client which I wanted to
work with.
My spirit, like, as soon as I saw the email, I was just like, this doesn't feel right.
It doesn't. It would have been good for her career. It would have been good for her bank account. But she was just like,
Miami.
Our asses on a yacht in a thong. Yeah,
but I
we would have
felt
been great.
it.
But she knew, and you. I loved actually how you handled that situation, because you didn't
Yeah.
even take her to long to go
Nope.
tell them. You just told them, honestly, this is just not for me, but I'd love to work with you on another campaign.
Yeah,
which is
that
great.
was it. So
yeah.
I feel like that's the first decision where what my scarcity mentality did not lead that decision.
Yeah.
That was like what is gonna come with the yes is way more than what's come with the no. But I felt that it didn't feel right.
It just didn't feel right. I'm
Yeah,
so
that
proud of
takes
you.
practice. Listen,
Exactly. It takes practice.
It
and
does.
it takes trusting yourself, like knowing that you are the best person to make the decisions for you.
yes,
Right?
yes, you're right, and that's why I don't think it took so long. I was just like, sleep on it, and then you decide from your spirit, because
Yeah.
who's gonna do this except for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
you.
you. All right. Another one which I have is discipline goes a long way. Yes, we've said that your 20s. Yes, frolic
no one can be-
and
no one is
run around
disciplined in
and
their
blah blah blah.
20s.
But guess what?
Yeah.
Imagine all the things we wish we were disciplined at. We would be bearing the fruits now.
Like
I feel like there's a
working out.
balance.
I wish I'd started working out.
Saving,
Oh, God.
like being conscious about your money. Be disciplined with the things which are important. You can have a grounded ground and still have fun and follow, because in your 30s everything just becomes like a bigger mountain for whatever reason.
Honestly.
Your metabolism out.
Gone.
Boom. Your knees done.
God, your hairline
Boom.
gone.
As a wrap.
It's gone. It's like they have left the chat. So true. Honestly, I wish I started working out and eating healthy when I was younger. I
See?
wish I had started, saving, I guess. All these things.
Being
We'd be
more
billionaires right
disciplined.
now.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know if
so
we'll be
do
billionaires,
have a
but-
balance of like, not like, oh yeah, let's just have a night out. There is the people who are balanced in their 20s. You can see them now.
You can see them. And they're not
You
on this table.
They're not. It's not us. We do hear. They are we hear of them.
Yeah, but it's just not us.
Yeah, but those are the things which we knew in our 20s, and I think we probably have like 100 more. But those are the
more.
ones which we feel like will probably have changed the course of our 20s and perhaps like our lives.
Yeah.
No pressure, but if you can take a little from this, to
even
make
just,
a better
just even
20s.
1 point,
Just 1 point, and
just take
enjoy your
that one.
20s
Yeah,
for real.
keep watching till later in the episode. We asked you guys on Instagram at TMI Podcast KE, in case you're not already following. We asked you guys the same question, and some of the responses were mind blowing. So keep watching to see some of that. So today for TMI Moment, as mentioned, we asked you guys the exact same question on Instagram, which follow us on Instagram, TMI Podcast KE, and the responses are interesting. So I'm going to read you some. And we hope you guys are leaving your comments down below, because we also want to know some of your. Teach us also, please. Okay, so these are some of the things that people said. One person said they wish they knew that sex doesn't equal love.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Did I
It
ever
doesn't.
think that
I don't
sex-
think I ever did.
No.
I
But
think so.
Exactly. But if you've watched Unspoken Rules of Sex, that episode, you know that sometimes men or women can say things during sex like, I love you, I can't wait to have your children. It doesn't really mean anything after the sexual experience.
I felt like what I thought with sex was it's like the person who's having sex with you has to like you. No,
not
they don't.
necessarily.
Men have sex with people who they hate, including women. Actually, some women do.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Someone says they wish they knew not to date a man more than 2 years. He needs to put a ring on it. And she goes on to say she wasted 7 years.
Okay, well, honey. All right. Sugar baby boo boo. Wow. I thought she was going to say 2 years I was out.
Yeah.
All right, that's
7.
a little intense. But 7.
I dated my baby daddy for 6 years.
But were you ever planning on getting married?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay. So what was happening?
It was just toxic.
Oh, but no, you guys were really young when you first started.
We were
right?
really young. We were like 19
I feel
to
like it should. We are
24,
talking about like relations which are like, I don't know, 22,
25?
23.
Okay.
There, then it's like, we're not gonna
so
stay
not
together
more
for
than
7
2
years.
years. Me, I feel like
Me, it depends on what
it really
age.
depends. Yeah.
Yes, at 20, I don't think you need to be married at 24. You
Exactly.
don't have to be. But at 28, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. How long have you guys been dating?
Technically.
Not technically.
Oh.
You know what I mean. Don't act foolish. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, we can speak about that afterwards.
Yeah,
we can speak about that
later.
afterwards. Okay, someone else says they wish they knew that. I know absolutely nothing.
That's great.
That's actually really great.
Because you don't, and neither do we.
Yeah.
We're all figuring
Everyone's
it out.
figuring
And the
out.
tension of thinking that you know kind of stops you from knowing more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys have really been scarred by men. Wow. So it's like, I wish I knew that no man will ever sacrifice their life for me. So
Let me pause. Go on, Abusi, that
so I
one.
was like, I wish I knew to leave men the hell alone and instead to make my money.
Yeah. I feel like, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to tag people who are saying that. Number one, I validate your feelings. There's a certain amount of trauma you can experience where it's just safer to conclude that everyone is horrible, But I feel like we need to be taking accountability of our lives, right? As I said, any ghetto hood I've ever been in has been half my part. Right?
Yeah.
Fine, I attracted a demon. Nothing I could do about that. But did I tolerate month 1? 2,
Month 2,
3. You get my point. So it's easier to look at yourself. It's harder to look at yourself and say, actually, why am I being a people pleaser? Why do I lack boundaries? Why am I codependent? Why do I keep allowing people to use me when I can see that that's what they're doing?
Why have I been in 5 toxic relationships?
5 toxic relationships.
Yeah.
If you keep picking from the same bag of potatoes, it can't be the bag.
Yeah.
After a while,
you're
the bag.
It's you. It's you, exactly.
It's you.
So actually, everything that happens in your life is your responsibility. It
Yours,
might not be your fault,
but it's your responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. Someone else says they wish they knew that they needed to take care of their skin. And yes.
Oh my God, yeah. But
I
I feel like us, we are lucky.
Yeah, we are lucky. But you see, how long are you going to be lucky?
You're
know
not.
Day, when I went for my facial, they're like, even people who look like they have good skin
outside, they might be.
Go underneath and see. Yep. It's horrific.
It's
exactly. So take care of your skin. Start cleansing, moisturizing, and just the basics. Cleanse, tone, moisturize.
Yeah.
I think that. Someone says, I wish I'm still in my 20s, but I wish I knew that giving money to men is not a way to show love.
It's not. It's a way to be used. It's a fast way to be used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else says, I wish I knew knowing God more and less of sex affairs.
I don't think I regret any of my sex affairs. I feel like
even one particular one. I want to reach that evolved sexual understanding.
No, it's not. It's just like more the number. It's just not that the data is not as much for me to be like.
Even mine is not at all. It's about the same. We have about the same number. Yeah, exactly. So 30s, 40s. They're about. Someone else says, I wish I knew how to do more financial planning.
Oh my God, I feel like I actually saw that financial illiteracy as a child is a form of abuse. Like, I know that sounds like a first world statistic. Extreme, but it was like a meme. But the point is, when some of the things that you're neglected in being given, like guidance and like financial, like how to do with your finances, how to save, all of these things affect you in such a way that your entire adult life you're trying to undo the knowledge you didn't have.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's even a failure of like our educational system in some
God,
way. It's like who has ever used Pythagoras theorem in their adult life? We need to do taxes and no one knows how to do them.
We should have a subject just called money.
Money, exactly. Yeah. Okay, last one. Someone says, I wish I knew to diversify my skills and my income from early. I'm trying to do that now, but it's so hard. It's not easy. I absolutely agree.
For sure. I feel like I'm not great at that.
Yeah.
That's
even now in your 30s.
I don't think so. I think I'm broadening up a bit, but there's this idea, I guess it's because of the way we are conditioned, this is it, like, just follow this one road, path, and this is the only thing that's going to come, whereas there's so many things about you and your talents that you could definitely get money from.
That you could make money, and especially now I feel like in the COVID economy, I don't think anyone is surviving on just one income. Like I feel like you definitely need more than one, right? You definitely need more than one. Thank you guys so much for sharing these. Thank you for engaging with us on Instagram, on YouTube, on all our other platforms. We love you guys so much.
On today's It's Messed Up. Now, this is a segment which we usually do games. Yes, we do games. Something fun. Yeah. Something that's going to reveal who's a hoe and who. Oh, Freudian slip.
Shut up.
But today's game we're going to play who's most likely to. So essentially, Nancy over here is going to read out or is going to say to us something. For example, I don't know, slap someone. And then we're going to say who's most likely to by pointing at each other or pointing to ourselves. Ready, Nancy?
And be honest. Don't try to save face. Just be honest about what you know.
I will.
Yeah.
Why are you always reminding me to be honest?
I just feel like it's important for me to say.
Anyway, please be guessing with us as we go. Before we answer, you can. Right? And we just go down the comments.
We just go Oh God, I'm embarrassed for myself already. Continue.
Sleep with the other person's mind.
And not that I'm going to. It's just that I'm more of a sexual person.
Yeah. That's all. Not because she lacks integrity.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm not going to sleep with your man, I promise. I mean, let's wait and see. Life is long.
Life is long.
Be a stripper.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
How?
You.
Why
booty
me?
shaker?
Oh yeah. Okay, fine. Okay,
There
I
you
changed.
go.
It's me. I'm most likely to be a stripper. But like the classy ones, not like the ones who are
Downtown.
not the downtown ones. Yeah, mine would be like expensive, like really expensive.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Fall asleep during sex.
Are you joking?
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
no,
that's
yeah,
not.
that's
Yeah.
true, me.
God,
Yeah, me.
finally,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me.
it's definitely
One,
you.
that's me, yeah.
Yeah.
For
Already, I
sure.
feel like getting you to actually get into the sex is just like a mountain that Mike is climbing.
I feel like it's the average, but because you're on the other end of the spectrum,
Everything else
it's
is just like-
what a grandma are you? But really, actually, you have a great
Yeah.
amount of sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. We thank God.
Get blackout drunk and embarrass themselves.
Lydia. So story time, y'all. Story
Story
time. We're at
time.
this house party. And Lydia's been telling this man how she doesn't even
Are
mind
we
that
done? Are we done?
Anyway, the
Are
night
we
ended
done?
with them yelling in the bathroom. That's all
Are
I'm
we
saying.
done?
That's all I'm saying.
Have sex in public.
I feel like we
We both, probably would do it, and probably with each other.
Say the worst thing at the exact wrong moment.
Say that.
The worst thing at the exact wrong moment.
I think both of us as well.
No,
You think so?
I
You
feel like
would as
me,
well.
me probably more than you. I
Yeah?
feel, I feel like you're usually very controlled with how you speak and when you speak.
You're the person who told me the other day that I was giving you heart palpitations when I
Okay,
was talking
yeah.
about
But when you say it with a lot of aggression and like
Oh.
confrontation. But I feel like you give thought to what you're going to say.
The content is fine.
The content is fine. It's the
how.
tone. The tone is
you
the issue.
content.
Yeah, exactly. It's the content. It's just like, why did you say that? Like, you've ruined everything. Okay.
Come to your rescue when you need.
I have kids. Like, I'm going to leave them in the middle of the night. Go rescue Lydia. Please call someone else.
Have their nudes leaked.
Have their news leaked.
Should I just say both? I would say like both.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean,
how
we
careful
both
are you
take
when you're
nudes.
sending nudes?
I mean, what's careful?
Oh,
Let's
do you-
define careful.
Do you put your face in the nudes? Because I do sometimes.
I do
I have
sometimes.
sometimes.
Okay, this
okay,
is
so
going
both.
wrong.
Yeah, it's
This
not.
is
It's
bad.
if you had to choose one, I would
would
say
be
it
you.
would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be late on their wedding.
Yeah, Lydia, for sure.
You're a better
Yeah,
timekeeper.
I'm exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a really great
For sure.
timekeeper.
Try a threesome.
Both of us. Sisi wana wako tumekusanyika. It's both of us. It's both of
It's
us.
both of us.
Yep.
End up on a reality show.
Yeah, me. No comment, but yeah.
Yeah, no comment.
Watch porn as soon as they wake up.
You know what? Can you please do the outro? Can you just end this? End this now. I've embarrassed myself enough. Okay? And can I just say that anyone with their sexual preferences and sexual identities, I validate you, and you're special and you're perfect the way you are.
Oh, and let me validate you as well, yeah? The only reason why it's falling on Joe is just simply because she's just a bit more of whatever we're talking about.
it's
Not
true.
because
Yeah.
I'm not innocent Sally or anything.
Yeah,
but she's just a bit.
Leave Sally alone, first of all.
Sally, I'm
She's
so
always saying
sorry, guys.
Sally the maid, innocent Sally. Like, geez, let Sally prosper.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Sally.
she's sorry, Sally. Yeah. Anyway, that was fun.
Anyway. But yeah, anyway, guys, it's messed up. I hope if you are watching this on YouTube, you guess along with us. And as we said, ho is ho and ho is fine.
Ho is ho.
Ho is fine.
Ho is life. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the episode. We love you. We appreciate you so much. To all our subscribers, wherever you're listening, if it's on Spotify or any other podcast platform, to all our Instagram family, we love you guys so, so much.
We love you. We appreciate you. And what can you expect from season 2? Everything that's happening in season 1 is just bigger and it's just better.
It's just
so there's going to
better.
be more interaction. There's going to be more games. There's going to be so many other creative things we want to do with this podcast.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned.
We love you guys. See you in our next episode.
Bye.